Hey everyone, this is Dungeon RPG. Today is Friday, August the 3rd. That's the international release day of the new set in the Pokemon TCG, Sun and Moon Celestial Storm. And I wanted to show you guys most of the cards from the sets before I put them in binders. I did buy all of the cards this week from my friend. A lot of the GX cards from this set are actually remakes from the Pokemon X Advance series. And you'll recognize this Articuno GX right here. It's a reprint of the one that was from X-Fire Red and Leaf Green. It was the legendary Ascent, Ice Wing, and Cold Crush. And here are the regular art, full art, and the rainbow rare versions. And next up we have Banette GX. It has the attack's Shady Move, which allow you to move one damage counter from one of your Pokemon to your opponent's Pokemon once during your turn. Actually, the Chandelure for Burning Shadows had a better ability that lets you do that regardless of whether the Pokemon's active or not. So I'm really not sure how good this card is going to be. Shadow Chant lets you add up to 100 damage based on the number of supporter cards in your discard pile. And then Tomb Hunt, it's a carbon copy of the Hollow Hunt GX from the Decidueye GX from the base Sun and Moon set. Again, here's the full art and the rainbow rare. Blaziken GX? As a whole in reprint set, Blaziken is the only starter that got the GX treatment. Both Sceptile and Swampert are just regular rare cards. Slash Explosive Kick. I don't know, I don't think this is a really good attack. You have to discard 2, you have to attach 3 and then discard 2 fire energy in order to use it. The way I use as a telltale sign of whether an attack is good is that if you take away some of the energy requirement to see whether it's good or bad. For instance, if this is discard 1 fire energy, it will still be a so-so attack. That's why you know this is not really that good. Again, this is full art Blaziken and rainbow rare. Next up we have Electrode GX. This one I believe is a reprint from the old Electrode from I want to say X-Fire Red and Leaf Green again. Extra energy bomb. When you choose to knock out your own Electrode, you can attach up to 5 energy cards, not just basic energy cards, so they could be your double colors energy, counter energy, or anything to your Pokemon any way you like. It's pretty situational to sacrifice 2 prizes and attach 5 energies, but hey, it's a unique mechanic, I guess. Crush and Burn GX. And then here's the full art. And Rainbow. Mr. Mime GX, this one I remember is definitely from X-Fire Red and Leaf Green. This is the one that has the magic evens that prevents all of the even damage. As you can see, 20, 40, 60, 80, all the way up to 260. And without a weakness, nothing really is going to hit much higher than that. And there's also a Magic Odds Mr. Mime that came out as a promo card, but that's probably not going to get a full art nor rainbow rare treatment. Scizor GX. This is a reprint of Scizor from X Unseen Forces, if I'm correct. Danger Perception that lets you do 80 more damage as long as HP is 100 or less. I really tried to make a good deck out of this guy. Here's the full art. And Rainbow Rare Scizor. Next up we have Shiftry GX. I can't remember which set was the original Shiftry from. I think there were at least 2 Shiftry X. One of them is from X Power Keepers. This one has an interesting attack in Extra Sensory. Does 90 plus 90 more damage if you have the same number of cards as your opponent. So you can use things like Judge, for example, to set everyone to the same number of cards to do 180 damage. But once again, this is a stage 2 with 3 energies, so you kind of need to have an extra 1 energy attacker to pair up with Shiftry in order to make this useful. Den of Iniquity. Probably just giant fan or something in Japan. Let's just shuffle one of your opponent's Pokemon back in. This is what all of the Shiftry has always done. Full art compared to the regular. And then the rainbow rare. And then here's a couple of promo cards that we finally got printed in English. The Palossand GX and the Alolan Raticate GX. Item Maniac lets you search your deck for up to 6 item cards. And of course, these ones being promo cards, they don't have the respective full art or rainbows. And I have a lone stack attacker here, the Ultra Beast. I don't have the full art or rainbow rare of this guy. And let's take a look at some of the beautiful supporters that are in this set. We got Apricot Maker, which is a reprint of Apricot Maker from E Aquapolos, I think. Search your deck for 2 Pokeball item cards. Bill's Maintenance, this is from Expedition. Back then when it first came out, it was a pretty good card, but obviously not anymore as a supporter. Lycia, which is Lucia in Japan. Lets you search your deck for 2 Prism Star cards. Steven's Resolve. Pick any 3 cards from your deck, but playing this card will end your turn. Tate and Lisa, the Psychic Gym Leaders from Hoenn region. You can either shuffle your deck and draw 5 cards, or use this as a switch. I don't know, this is kind of a situational card. I'm not a big fan of this card, actually. TV Reporter, the original from, I want to say X-Dragon, that's when it first came out. Draw 3 cards, discard 1 from your hand. And then last but not least, you have Underground Expedition. Look at the bottom 4 cards. Put 2 into your hand and put the other on the bottom of your deck in any order. This, I believe, was printed in one of the old E-series and also got reprinted in the Diamond and Pearl era. The only one I don't have here is Copycat, obviously. I'm just letting my friend sell his. And I got 3 of the gold item cards in Hustle Belt that lets your Pokemon do 60 more damage when it has 30 or less HP left. Rainbow Barrage. Choose an energy attach one of your Pokemon and then replace it with a energy from your deck of any type. Last but not least, this is the good old Pokenav, first printed in Extra Beast Sapphire. You can see here there's a remake of the Hoenn map from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And that's probably all of the really cool Ultra Rare cards that everyone likes to see. There are only 3 Prism Star cards in this set. In Latios Prism, and Jirachi Prism, all 3 Pokemon are all from the Hoenn region as well. Really cute artwork here. All these 3 cards can be obtained fairly cheaply. They're all like $1 or $2 each. I also really like all the holo cards in this set. Brings back a lot of memories with the Ariados. I think it actually has less HP than before for whatever reason. It was React Poison. Back then Flareon Ariados was a good archetype of a deck. Some of these cards are refracted. You'll be able to see the holo pattern on the rest of the card as well, not just the image. Salamence, Ludicolo. Yeah, this one you can definitely see the refraction. Kyogre and Groudon, kind of pretty. This is meant to be used in conjunction with the Steven's Resolve trainer cards. If you have Metagross active when you play Steven's Resolve, your turn do not end after you choosing those 3 cards and put them into your hand. Solgaleo and Lunala, these are both promo cards in Japan. Not very strong, but for collectors, I guess. Heatran. This is the only exception. Heatran's obviously from the Sinnoh region. Steelix. It says stage 1 non-GX is 190 HP. Deoxys. This is the attack form, I believe. Slacking! Look at this guy. Lazy. As long as this guy's active, it shuts off all abilities for your opponent. I'm really gonna try to make this card work. Delcatty lets you put supporter back into your hand. Some of the notable trainers, of course, we got a rare candy reprint. Hiker, it's pretty useless, not gonna lie. Copycat also uses the same artwork. Beast Ball lets you search your prize card for an Ultra Beast. Coca-Cola with a Dunsparce on it. This lets you heal 120 damage from one of your Pokemon that has 30 or less HP remaining. Both Lurbo and Franbo are reprints from the E series as well. And we got 2 unique stadiums here in Shrine of Punishment that puts 1 damage counter on each GX and EX in between turns. Sky Pillar blocks damage done to bench Pokemon, which is kind of cool. A lot of these are a renewed version of the same artwork. Macargo is going to be a really useful engine card. So a Swampert that lets you discard a card and draw 3. Really cute artwork of Shuppet. The original Kensuke Mori art of Phanpy and Donphan. A better version of the old Band Sneasel, which is not good anymore because of the power creep. Bigon, Shagon, that's a yarn. An almost exact reprint of Dunsparce from Sandstorm. Last but not least, Slackoth and Skitty. So yeah, thanks everyone for joining me in looking at some of the new cards in the new set Pokemon Sun and Moon Celestial Storm. Once again, for just about every part of the world, this set comes out today, so you can go ahead and get yours in stores now. And I'll see you guys soon in another video. Take care.